Hello and welcome to episode 3 of my Let's Play, and we're getting straight into it. So,
set the charges, destroy the entire colony.
This is Saren.
Leave no evidence that we were here.
So that's the beacon. This is the thing that was moved from episode 2. Love that music. And just as he's doing that, we arrive. Oh, look, they're planting some bombs here, so we're going to be up against the clock. It's an up against the clock challenge. We've got to eliminate these bombs.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted.
There we go. All it is you've got to spend some time disarming it. While the Geth are going to be attacking you. So you can see we're pretty low on health, and it still keeps coming up. I think it's just early on. That you have an equipped and untrained weapon never used to come up on the previous version of this. So you see we've leveled up. It's going to allow us more trait point to spend. And there we go. We've got another bomb that sort of prevented from disarmed, basically. And we're moving along here nicely. Fortunately, you know, this is what I love about having this game. You've got two of your allies that can do a lot of the work for you. Obviously, you know, as you can see here, we're going to spend some points here. Make myself, Mikei the Shepherd, give myself some pistol damage. And we've got some couple of points for Ashley Williams, so give us some assault rifles and soldier, so increasing her damage and health. And again, Sentinel, and I think we're going to get Barrier, so another biotic ability, which is pretty handy to have. So you can see here they've got some Geth, and some of them have actually got missiles. They can do a ton of damage, so they've got to be really wary to move out of their way. Again, you can see the pistols overloaded, and so we've got to be careful. Oh, took one right in the chest. That is not going to go well. So I've used my health, some Medigel. I'm now down to no more Medigel at all. I am really going to be struggling. I've got to hope my allies can kill. I threw a grenade there. I don't think it did much. I'm like about to die. Come on, allies, kill him, kill him, kill him. Oh, so risky. Oh man, come on. Yes. Okay, cool. I think that is all of them. Oh no, no, it's not all of them. Okay, I'm going to try and disarm it.
Not in the middle of a fight.
I can't disarm it from this side. I have to go all the way around. I'm going to be exposed. Oh, that's painful. Protect me. Oh, we've lost Caden as well. Caden's down. Screw it, I'll throw a grenade. Oh, I need to get around the other side. This is not working. How can you only disarm a bomb from one side? This is not fair.
I'm a little busy here.
I'm like trying to press the interact button. I'm interacting with him, with Ashley. So there we go. We finally get the bomb disarmed. Just one left. Yeah, there he is. Okay, so Caden's rezzed. That's good. We got through enough. Okay. Yes. My accuracy is awesome. Okay, apparently I'll... Oh, shit. Oh, that was lucky. Okay, that's it. And damn, we did that quick in almost half the time. So there we go. That is the bombs disarmed. Do a quick save. Thank God I don't have to go through that again. I'm so low on health though. We've got some good stuff there. And we've got some more Geth to come up against. There we go. So what we're going to do now, we're going to have a look at some of our inventory stuff and see if we can actually upgrade some of the items and actually improve them. So this is always good to keep an eye on. You can see the left one we actually have equipped, the right one's the selected item, so I've changed some of the gear. And this is actually going to make things a lot easier for us. If you don't keep doing this, you will find yourself struggling in the game. Especially at the higher difficulty levels, it's always good to keep upgrading your gear, and it's also not bad to put some investment in. You can see I've only got like 1100 coins right now. That's obviously going to change as we progress on through the levels. But you know, this is very similar if you play Guild Wars and Guild Wars 1 to the hero concept. You know, we actually had a couple of heroes that would accompany us on missions, and this is really interesting to see that how it's well utilized, because generally AI in games like this, where you have characters doing lots of complex items, you know, through pathing around objects and focusing fire, it can be problematic, and Mass Effect does it very, very well. The AI in this is extremely good. And you can see there I've actually just converted some items into Omnigel. We've got a few enemies here. This is not going to be good. I've got no shields now. I unequipped my weapon as well. I am like, what is going on? I don't know. I'm like, oh my god. I'm just against the wall. I'm not even doing anything. I need to get out of here. I'm like so bad. Caden's dead again. Useless. Absolutely useless guy. We're going to retreat back. Let these husks come up to us. We'll take them out from a distance. There we go. Only 30 coins. What a joke. Got no money on him. So those two Geth. I don't think there's two Geth. Oh, there is. There's us. Okay, so I've gone back in because I've regained my shields. So there's two Geth here. Gotta be careful with this. Go to target. Oh, got one of my shield taken away. One of the Geths has been taken down. Ashley got him. Thank God. Ashley, I love you. Thank you for helping me. Okay, we're gonna go in. Balls to the wall. Yeah, you run away, Mitch. Yeah. There we go. So that's it. Well, we've got a few lockers that we're going to go around and do. So this is one of the decryption lockers that you can do. You can see very straightforward how you want to go through it. Easy enough. And so we get some more weapons there. And this is really good thing to do. If we ever see them, do it because you can get stuff that you can sell or convert into Metagel. But yeah, I'm finding this system really useful. I think probably the squad command could have been done with a little bit more tweaking. I feel that the ability to move people around, you know, it would have been better to give them different commands as well. And you know, it's fairly sophisticated up to a point. But yes, I enjoy the fact that you get to have two. Obviously, I would have preferred actually if you could have for some missions even more, up to 3 or 4 party members in your squad. But obviously I think that really is, you know, the whole ethos is you have these 2 squad members, and whether or not they'd want to change that, I don't know. I'm just having a little bit of an explore around here. This isn't, you know, you can see there's nothing extra around here. And it's always good to just check out, because sometimes they do have a few things down hidden areas that if you don't actually go and investigate them, you won't ever actually get access to these. So here we go. This is you're going to see me interacting with the beacon.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
So the Protheans lived
Something
50,000 years
must have
ago, and we're going to find out more
Roger,
about
Normandy.
them.
Standing by.
They were an advanced civilization that got wiped out, and we don't know quite how. Oh, what are you doing, Williams? Yeah, save the day. Be prepared, guys. There is some interesting footage that you're going to be seeing next.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it. It's too dangerous.
Yeah, what the hell was that? And what you're going to find out that was a memory. There were memories from the Protheans, but because we're less advanced, we don't know how to interpret those memories. So we're going to go on a little bit of a quest and find out how to do this. So that's the ship of Saren, who's the main protagonist. He's about to get mightily pissed off.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime, the Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
He is not happy.
This human must be eliminated.
And that was a very, very sexy woman. I mean, that is played, her voice actress is Marina Sirtis, who played Deanna Troi on Star Trek.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
Again, we're going to be playing this pissed off, sort of, hard ass guy.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Like the morning after shore leave. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Yeah.
I expect better of my people, Williams. You endangered our entire mission.
Oh, she's upset about
Don't
that.
be so hard on her, Commander. We have no idea if that's what actually set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I don't suppose it
Again,
occurred to you
I'm
that
trying for these
Eden
renegade
Prime has
options.
medical facilities?
Listen, you're better off in this infirmary than in any hospital on Eden Prime. Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw...
Yeah, some bad
I'm not sure what I
images.
saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Yeah,
I'll be in the mess if you need me.
out you go. Let's see what
Sounds like
Anderson's
that
going
beacon
to
hit
say.
you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
What should I answer? So here we go.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is
She's
a
going to
good
be part of our
soldier.
crew?
She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
The Council can kiss my ass. Don't let them blame me for losing the beacon. I didn't do anything wrong.
Love this guy.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue.
Oh, he's gone rogue.
A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
He didn't come to Eden Prime.
You're going to find out that there was a lot of history between Saren and
Saren has allied
Anderson,
himself with the Geth.
because Anderson was going to be a human Spectre,
I don't know why.
but on his first mission with Saren set him up and basically caused humanity to get the
Any clue
blame.
that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
Again, it's like, what option do you go for? Do you go for warning, war, or death? And obviously, if you actually forget about what he was saying, then you can see that you get a nice, helpful dialogue pop up.
Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
They'll think I'm crazy.
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
So now you're identifying that the main protagonist is going to be Saren for Mass Effect 1.
He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
What I love about this, you've got this a lot of political intrigue and, sort of potential racism as well. But for storytelling, this is absolutely incredible, and it's why I'm trying to give you a overall, sort of arc of a lot of these cutscenes, because they are extremely well acted, brilliantly edited as well. So we're going to go back to the Citadel, we're going to go brief the council, and we're going to see what happens. So you get a map. This is obviously the Normandy, so you'll be able to see a lot more of the ship as well. You can see, have a look around. Again, great music as well. I mean, I love the soundtrack to the Mass Effect series. There's some brilliant music that's been done. And you can see you can obviously interact with a lot of your crew.
Okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
When your number comes up, it's over. His did.
That's grim, Commander. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, though. Not after Torfin. That must have been hell.
So these relationships that you start to have conversations with, they build up and up and up and up, and you can get different dialogues.
I won't let the Alliance down, sir.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
And it's just the sheer amount of dialogues that they have to do. These voice actors are phenomenal.
It's nice when
And I just wish that a lot more of these other games... I mean, this, again, you're going back 8-9 years for this game. And the quality of the cutscenes is phenomenal. And this is why I definitely feel that a lot of you, who play games, if you enjoy the story, the Mass Effect story is a very, very enjoyable one. Now, there's been a lot of debate about the very end of that, the end of Mass Effect 3, and we're going to come on to that eventually. But for Mass Effect 1 and 2, generally the stories are absolutely incredible. And not only do you have the overall arc, story arc, you've got all these relationships and nuances that you can have between the crew members and your reactions. You choose, your decisions ultimately decide how your story plays. Everybody that plays Mass Effect will pretty much have a different experience. Generally there will be a very, very good, a very, very similar sort of story that goes on, the overall story arc, but individual little bits, that's what you get to choose, and that's really fantastic.
I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined.
So we get some nice feedback and background from the Doctor here.
Expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
You don't really get too much, dialogue with the
Sometimes I think about
Doctor.
opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
She's kind of basically
Goodbye, Commander.
the generic Doctor. You have a few dialogues with her, some a little bit more personal than the others, but overall you don't have much interaction, and that goes across the whole 3 series. There's a couple of little mini quests that you have to do for just to make her a little bit more happy, give you some more stuff. But the overall arc is that, the Doctor doesn't talk about much. So as we move up, our job is to set course for the Citadel. So this is where we're going to be heading to next. You see we've got Presley still here.
Okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins.
And what you'll see, you'll get these little things that will be dotted around, little pieces of information. Pick them up, you get a nice bit of XP as well. And you can go and press your codex and have a look at any of this information further on.
Into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
So here we go. This is the Citadel. Now, currently, we believe the Citadel was created by the Protheans. Now, the Protheans, again, an advanced civilization 50,000 years ago, and it's that technology we found on Mars in this story that allowed us to develop that technology for the Mass Effect. So this is this massive city, hence the Citadel. very, very advanced technologically.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
That's an
Why so
impressive ship.
touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy.
Again, fantastic cinematic.
Clearance granted.
Brilliant.
You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower, Normandy out.
So this is a ship we actually
This is Alliance
we're going to
Tower.
keep through three games, and I guess there is a little bit of disappointment we didn't actually get to try out a different ship, for example. But for designing, I guess it makes sense to keep it all pretty standard. So this is back on the Citadel.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems.
So the Turians are the species on the left.
Well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
They are pretty pathetic at this point.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half.
And this is our ambassador, the human ambassador.
From Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
So yes, interesting politics we've got going on.
Just because the Council doesn't want to do anything. If they won't stop Saren, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And with that, I'll see you in episode 4.
politicians.
See you on the next one.